Hello, my name is Mirna Aguirre, and today I'm going to be doing my demonstration speech. My audience, my daughter and my son, and my husband. Today for my demonstration speech, I'm going to do from drab to fab, and I'm going to show you how to refinish a dresser, an old dresser, and turn it into a fabulous piece of furniture. Have you ever had a piece of furniture that is horrible and you can't stand it, but you can't replace it because you simply can't afford it? Well, I have a solution for you. Today I'm going to show you how to turn that old piece of furniture into something fabulous, and how are you going to love it again. I have done a couple of furniture pieces from my house. I have refinished them before, and today I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process of how to do that, and hopefully you can learn how easy it is and enjoy it how I did. First of all, I'm going to show you my materials that I need before we start the project. First of all, you're going to need a primer. I prefer to use the Scissor brand because it's a good bonding primer, and it helps you. You don't really have to sand the furniture before you use it. You can just prime it, and that's going to help you. I also use the paint. The paint I usually buy from the Oops aisle at my home improvement store. It's cheaper, but if you don't want to do that and you have a specific color that you want to use, you can definitely buy whatever latex paint that you need. Also, you're going to need an angle brush for those hard to reach places, like the drawers and the little crevices that you need. And you're also going to need a little roller, because on the bigger areas you want to use a roller so you don't have those brush mark strokes in there. It makes it easier for you. And finally, my secret weapon, you're going to need to buy finishing wax, just so you can make your project last longer, so you don't have any peeling in your furniture or what have you. So the first step, after you get all your materials, now you're ready to start. You're going to want to take your piece of furniture out, like I recommend the garage, or maybe the backyard, just somewhere where there's a lot of ventilation, because you're going to be working with a primer and with the paint, so you need to air out all those fumes. You don't want to be in a closed space. Once you take your furniture out, what I usually do is I really don't sand, because I'm going to use a primer. I really use a wet rag and wipe it down, take all the dust off of it before you start. Clean it up real good, that way whenever you start priming you don't have any dust or anything with your paint in there. Once you start it and it's all clean, I usually take out the drawers, because it's easier for you to paint it even without the drawers. I take off the hardware, and that way you can really paint all those really small nook and crannies off of it. So once it's all clean, separated the drawers, and you have taken off your hardware, you can start your priming. I usually, like I said, for the big spaces, I use the roller brush. The roller, because it gives you a more even, spread out the paint evenly, and you don't see all those brush marks that you use with a small brush. When you do your drawers, I do recommend that you use the brush, just because it has a lot of little crevices. But if your drawers are flatter than mine, flatter than this one's, of course, by all means, just use the roller if it's going to make it easier. Well, once you do your first coat of primer, I usually do 2 coats depending on the stain of the dresser. Once you do your first coat of even primer, you want to wait a couple of hours, let it dry completely. That way the primer doesn't peel up whenever you do your second coat. So I want to say about 2 hours in between coats, and do your 2 coats. Once it's all primed and ready for you, then you can start your painting. And like I said, your paint of choice, the color that you want. On this piece I chose to go gray because it matches the color in my walls, but whatever color that you choose, if you want to make a bold statement, a bold piece of furniture, you can go with the red color and it makes it pop out. I chose gray. I did 3 coats, and after every coat I waited at least 4 hours. That way I didn't have any of my paint peeling back up. After I finish, it usually took me like the whole day, I did one coat and then I let it dry for like 4 hours, and then I came back and did the other ones. It's really time consuming. It's really easy, but it's more time consuming because you have to wait. I mean, you can't rush it, because if not, you're gonna end up with something really, really ugly. So after you finish with your paint, then we're gonna have to let it cure. And I know it's gonna kill you because you're gonna have to wait another couple of weeks, at least 2 weeks, don't bring it in, don't put the drawers in, just let it dry, let it, just cure completely. Because if you don't, whenever you go ahead and put something on top of it, it's gonna peel your paint, and then all that hard work is gonna be for nothing. So you really have to wait, let it cure for 2 weeks. It's not gonna kill you. I mean, it's gonna be worth it at the end. After that, after your 2 weeks have passed and you're ready to bring your furniture, your piece of furniture in, and you already found the perfect spot and everything, what you're gonna do that is gonna protect your paint for years to come, and it's gonna make it worth it, you're gonna use your wax. And I use the paste finishing wax, min wax, and this is the one that I prefer because it's easier to use. I usually just take a rag and dip it in it. It's like a paste, and so I just dip the rag on it and just do small portions at a time, because it does dry out. So you want to be able to like wax it on and leave it like for 5 minutes, and then come back and wax it off. Yes, like the Karate Kid, wax on and wax off. You have to wait. So you'll do small sections at a time, and it's harder on the little crevices, and you want to make sure that you just really dig in there, because if not, you're gonna end up with little white things like I did right here. So it'll kind of give you an antique look if that's what you're looking for. But if you're not going for that, then you really want to get in there and scrub the wax off. After you're finished with your waxing, then you want to add your hardware. You can buy new hardware, definitely. It'll make it look completely different, and it's gonna make it look like a completely different piece of furniture. What I did on this piece, I just kept the same hardware and I spray painted it, and it made it look completely different. It looks newer now and it matches. I just went with a simple black spray painted them and put them back in there. And after that, you're set. You just can put your stuff on top of it like I did. I refinished this piece and this piece, and after that, you're set, you're done. It looks completely different. You didn't spend that much money. I want to say probably 50 bucks at the most. And it's like a brand new piece of furniture. And that's it. That's all you really do. So I hope you enjoy learning how to refinish a furniture, and I hope you just can go ahead and do it too. And it'll be easy to do. Thank you.